Hey guys, it's Robyn. I just wanted to take a few minutes and just talk to you about this challenge and figuring out your why. So that is the first challenge, is that why, right? And why are you doing this? Why do you want to lose the 10 pounds? Why do you want to get healthier? Why do you want to start exercising? Or whatever your goal is. Why do you want to write a book? Why do you want to do anything that you're doing in your life? And dig deeper. So I'm going to share it with you guys, my why, and where we need to make this mind shift on looking at a little bit deeper than, okay, if you want to lose 10 pounds, why? If you want to get your children healthy, why? It's not just about those little steps. So my journey began, I'm a nurse, as most of you know, and I was an oncology nurse for many years. And when I met my husband, he is a chiropractor, Dr. Paul, I was not into a lot of the natural health. And it really turned my world around in looking at how the body heals. It wasn't until our second child was born, Jacob. He's now 13. But he was diagnosed with a autoimmune disease. And I remember figuring out what we needed to do to help him. And the doctors, of course, were telling us that we needed steroids. We needed things like methotrexate, which is a form of chemotherapy. We needed these drugs to allow his body to get better. And I knew for me and for my family's decision that I was not okay with that. I needed to figure out what was causing it. And so we found a practitioner that helped us walk through that. And it's exactly actually why I do what I do today. Because he was diagnosed with juvenile rheumatoid arthritis. There was a question of Lyme's disease. He was head to toe eczema. He complained of pain all of the time, all over his body. But what we found out is that he was extremely toxic. The things that we were feeding him, the things that I was feeding myself, I was not well. My family was not well. And my son was our wake-up call to change the way we were viewing and managing our health. And it really took a year of hard work. So he was 2 to 3 years old when that happened. And after a year of just detoxing, changing our entire food, how we ate, how we thought, what we put on our skin, what we allowed in our home, it changed his life. It actually, in fact, saved his life. So after a year of doing all of these things that you guys are going to be learning over these next 4 weeks, he no longer had those diagnoses, and he never had those symptoms again. And he's 13, and he's actually out golfing right now with my husband, and they're enjoying life. And sorry, I get a little teary-eyed with that, because this is what brings me to my why, is I had a conversation with God, and I prayed to him that if you showed me the way to heal my son and my family, that I would share it with the world. And so that is why I am here. Was it harder than heck for me to change my food and my everything I was doing in my family, with resistance from my family and my parents and everybody telling me I'm crazy? And was it hard? It was the hardest thing I've ever done. But I 100% tell you today, it was worth it. It was worth all the hardness. It was worth all those days of him craving sugar and me having to be that mom that stood up for his health. And I had to change my ways too. And so that is my why. And he did get well. So that was my promise, is that if I found out what helped my son, I would share it with the world. And over these next 4 weeks, you guys, this is exactly what we had to do to get well. And so my hope for you guys is that even if you don't do the whole 28 days, that's okay. Take what you can, take what you want, and incorporate it into your lives. And if you change one thing that leads you to a positive outcome, then my prayer is answered. So I'm so excited for you guys. I am here for you. So if you need anything, you guys know where to find me. Message me. I'm here to walk with you through this journey that we are about to have for the next 28 days. So have a great rest of your day, and I am really excited to get this started.